when you start getting yourself together, when you start making more money for yourself, when you start really like focusing on your goals, your hobbies, I mean, anything that you want to do, it don't even matter if you want to change your look or whatever it is. The people that you once were around will not look at you the same. And you're going to have to cut them off. Now, let's say they're on the same path as you. That's good. You keep them. But unfortunately, for the most part, if you are the only one getting yourself together and doing what you need to do to become better, most of the time you're going to be alone. Most of the time you're going to be by yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. Most of the time you're going to have to cut people off unless they on the same path as you. I'm serious. I'm serious. You're going to have to say bye-bye. For real, bye-bye. Because if it was the other way around, guess what? They would be saying bye-bye to you. And for example, like, let's say, you're around people that is always talking about celebrities. I mean, all day long, always talking about reality shows all day long. You got to let them go. Because they're nobodies. They're really nobodies. Because you have to think about it. Sorry, not sorry. Nobodies are always talking about somebodies. Somebodies are never talking about nobodies. You have to, like, really, for example, not trying to be funny, but, like, if you think about it, most people in the world are only talking about somebodies. You don't ever see people, like, that got money, that's really doing it out here talking about gossip. You just don't. Like, you are on the right path if you're connecting with people that's on the same path as you. Like, they'll say, let's have business, let's do some business together, let's make some money together, or give me your card, let's exchange numbers, let's do some business together. You're on the right path, baby. But if you only around people that's like, yo, did you hear about so and so, did you hear about so and so, did you hear about, they're nobodies. They're nobodies, and they're draining. They're draining. Like, really, they're draining. Because there's nothing else to talk about. It's nothing else in that brain. Nothing but other people, lives. There's no, well, let's go on a trip. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about how to make more. I mean, no. If you talk to those people about that, it's like they don't even understand what you're talking about. Or they'll say, you sound very money hungry or materialistic. You got to let them go. They're not on the same path. Oh well. And they may never. Because like I said, nobodies are always talking about somebody. They're always in somebody's business. The somebody's business. If you think about it, the somebodies, they may not have any friends, or the somebodies may have a small group, a small group, and they will never ever if they're going to gossip, it's about, yeah, I had to cut someone off because he tried to ruin my business or something like that. They may not even talk about it, but maybe they will. But it's always about money. It's always about, like, business. It's always about trips and all of that stuff. They're not talking about another celebrity. For what? They're not talking about no reality show. For what? Their lives are way too busy to be focusing on someone else's life. And that's why it does get lonely at the top. It really does. When you really get your shit together, it gets lonely because you don't know who the fuck you going to trust, who can you talk to, or anything. Especially if you really out here trying to make it, and people that you once knew, now they want to claim you now because you becoming somebody. See, no, you got to let them go. You got to let them go. Be around people that's already where they at or where you're at. That's it. Not saying that you can call them friends or anything. I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying, You will be able to continue to elevate your life if you're around those type of people, or just be by yourself. Seriously, because in the beginning, it will get lonely. It will become just you, baby. You against you. And that's really how it should be. Bye. Have a good night.